He was just a lowly clam spirit with weak spiritual power, but ended up in the most ridiculous starter scenario imaginable. Not only he suddenly have a kid, he was forced to win over 4 powerful kings who would become his husband. This all started 4000 years ago, when the human, demon, immortal, and devil clans were fighting each other to death over the chaos pearl. Someone took advantage of the chaos to steal the blood essence of the 4 kings, which legend says contains the primordial power from the birth of the universe. And this seemingly useless little clam spirit, was actually the world's finest vessel, capable of perfectly holding these 4 supreme power. But just as the blood essences were merging, the chaos pearl suddenly cracked open, and violent energy swept across the world. All clans were devastated, and the little clam spirit, forcibly infused with 4 power, had his soul completely scattered by the energy blast. When he regained consciousness, 14 years had passed, and a soft, childish voice echoed in his mind. Mother, you're finally awake. The little clam spirit was confused, shaking his still forming soul. Mother, who are you? The voice instantly became excited. I'm Little Pearl, the spiritual being formed from the bloodlines of your 4 dash. I'm now the system helping Mother complete her missions. But it seems Mother doesn't remember anything. The little clam spirit nodded blankly, his mind completely empty. Don't panic, Mother. As long as you win over the 4 daddies and complete their redemption missions, you'll slowly regain your memories. I'll give Mother different identities to travel to their kingdoms. As soon as she finished speaking, the little clam spirit felt the world spinning. When he opened his eyes again, he was in a side courtyard in the human realm, and his current identity was Shen Xingmian, the illegitimate son of the Prime Minister. Before he could react, someone grabbed his jaw. Shen Xingmian, how dare you try to escape? If you don't take down Gu Chenjuan tonight, you and that low-born mother of yours are both dead. With that, Shen Mingxuan disgustedly ordered the servants to throw him into that room. Watch him, don't let him pull any more tricks. The cold door slammed shut. Little Pearl quickly untied the cloth over his eyes. As soon as his vision cleared, he held his breath at the sight before him. On the bed lay a man in a black silk robe. Mother, this is the first daddy, Gu Chenjuan, the crown prince of the human realm. Little Pearl's voice was tense. In the original plot, tonight the Prime Minister wants you to seduce the crown prince, then frame him afterward and pin all the blame on him. But whether the original does it or not, he'll end up executed by the Prime Minister for disgracing the family. Total cannon fodder. The little clam spirit's heart tightened. No, Mother, we have to save ourselves. Go check on Daddy first. Something's wrong with him. He tiptoed to the bedside and discovered Gu Chenjuan's cheeks were flushed an unnatural red. His strong brows furrowed tight. Poor thing. The little clam spirit instinctively felt sorry for him. He just learned from the system that although this crown prince was heir apparent, his father didn't care for him and his mother down, so he lived lonelier than a ghost in the palace. If the Prime Minister succeeded tonight, he'd completely turn dark. And then the human realm would fall into chaos, and this small world would be destroyed. Almost involuntarily he reached out, wanting to touch Gu Chenjuan's forehead. But the moment his fingertips touched that warm skin, the man on the bed suddenly opened his eyes. Those dark eyes filled with cold vigilance. Before the little clam spirit could pull back his hand, Gu Chenjuan shot up and grabbed his wrist, pinning him down. The little clam spirit trembled in fear, struggling to push him away. Gu Chenjuan sneered, his eyes full of mockery. Stop pretending to be innocent. Prime Minister Shen sent you here for exactly this, didn't he? The mission failed and he ended up caught instead. And now he even had a kid. What was he supposed to do? Right now the little clam spirit only felt this man's chest was so hard, completely different from his. The crown prince was instantly embarrassed. How shameless. But he looks pretty good. And his lips look soft too. Since you're so curious, why not touch them yourself? The little clam spirit snapped back and tried to escape. Little Pearl's eyes lit up. Mother, you completed the kissing mission. Plus eating points. By Fanjar favorability. Don't let go. Hang on a little longer. In the original plot, Shen Xingmian's mother would die. So he had to hurry back and check. He quickly pushed the man away. Gu Chenjuan's eyes darkened. Tisk, you can't escape. In Shen Xingmian's courtyard. Where did that little bastard go? Young Master Xingmian hasn't come back since you took him away. I'm not lying. Shen Jing snorted coldly. He must be hiding. Execute this woman immediately. Just then the little clam spirit rushed. Stop. I'm here. Don't hurt my mother. The servants quickly pinned him to the ground. You still know to come back. I sent you to the crown prince's chamber. Why weren't you in his room? Seeing him ignore his words, Shen Jin flew into a rage. How dare you, you're asking for the original's mother rushed forward to shield him. That whip instantly knocked the frail woman to the ground. It seemed like someone had once protected him this gently. Don't hurt him. Punish me instead. Those are your words. My master recently refined an interesting little toy. Why don't you try it out first? The little clam spirit could barely hear what he was saying anymore. He only felt the place where the whip struck was both itchy and burning. Just then, the crown prince arrived. The little clam spirit instantly found his lifeline. Your highness, save me. Gu Chenjuan raised an eyebrow. You little thing, you didn't care if I lived or died and ran away. And now you want me to save you. Why should I? The little clam spirit felt wronged. The crown prince really wasn't a good guy. Why did he hold grudges? Mother, just bear with it a little longer. It must be because the conquest level is too low. Once you kiss more and fight a few times, you'll get familiar. Gu Chenjuan immediately lost his composure. What was this little thing thinking about? He turned to shake the person off, but the little clam spirit quickly grabbed him again. Your highness, don't go. As long as you save me, I'll agree to anything. Shen Jin was furious. Today's plan to frame the crown prince failed, and this Peng Shen Xingmian was now useless. Might as well kill him. Shen Xingmian, stop your nonsense. Go die. But he was blocked by the crown prince again. His face was terrifyingly dark. Shen Jin, you attempted to harm the crown prince. By law, you can be executed by 1,000 cuts. If that whip had hit Shen Xingmian just now, he'd be dead or crippled. Since Shen Jin can't stand Shen Xingmian, I'll just keep him by my side and investigate what's strange about it. Shen Jin immediately backed down. Your highness, forgive me. This humble minister didn't mean to attack you. I'm sure you wouldn't dare. I can let this matter go. But from today on, the third young master will enter the Eastern Palace as my attendant. Jian Jing suddenly gritted his teeth. First he wanted the palace maid, and now he's after Shen Xingmian. The crown prince's intentions are impossible. He looked at Shen Xingmian with warning. If you talk nonsense in the Eastern Palace, I definitely won't spare your mother. The little clam spirit vowed in his heart he would save Shen Xingmian's mother. Mother, don't worry. As long as you can make the crown prince happy, you can take the original's mother away from the estate. The little clam spirit was thinking, but didn't notice his feet. He stumbled and fell. It hurts. The crown prince frowned. He picked the person up. Don't move. The little clam spirit thought maybe Guchen wasn't so bad after all. Father, are we just letting the crown prince take that little bastard? Shen Xingmian has bone-eating poison in him. He needs the antidote. Once he gains the crown prince's trust, we won't have to worry him another bone. The little clam spirit was in tears from the pain. Don't move. I'll apply medicine. Right now, the little clam spirit only felt the whip bones on his back were both painful and hot. He looked at Gu Chenjuan pleading. Chen was surprised. Could there be something strange about that whip? But before he could investigate properly, the person passed out. The crown prince chuckled softly. We have plenty of time. 3 days later in the Eastern Palace, the little clam spirit looked completely drained. Mother, are you okay? You slept for 2 days before waking up. We did so much, but because you passed out, the points barely increased. The little clam spirit looked aggrieved. He had to work hard to earn more points and save Mother and defeat the Eagle forces. Minister Lu heard about what happened at the Prime Minister's residence and petitioned His Majesty to cancel your engagement with his daughter. The crown prince sneered. It was just a marriage of convenience anyway. Good riddance. The guard panicked, but now we're even more vulnerable at court. Please reconsider, Your Highness. Minister Lu was deeply trusted by the civil officials. In the original plot, after the crown prince lost his support, he had almost no resistance at court, which ultimately led to General Li dying to protect him. The crown prince heard every word of his thoughts. He turned and ordered, I'll personally visit the minister's residence to explain. The poor guard was worried sick about his master. The crown prince was acting completely different. Normally he'd be angry by now. The old general could rest in peace in the afterlife. He didn't expect the crown prince to suddenly lean close. Before he could react to why this person was suddenly staring at him, the crown prince grabbed his jaw. Shen Xingmian, just how many secrets do you have? He didn't forget to pinch his soft cheek. The little clam spirit was confused. What did this person want? Could he be? He was about to push the person away. The system quickly reminded him. Mother points. We need to save points. For the points, he go all out. But just as he got ready, Gu Chenjuan turned and left. The little clam spirit wailed. Your Highness, where are you going? Can't you finish what you started? A beautiful smile curved at the corner of the crown prince's mouth. Can't let you have it too easy. The two followed the crown prince all the way to the imperial court, but the crown prince was being mysterious and wouldn't let him go in. Anyone the crown prince visits personally must be important. Mother, I'll be right back. But the little clam spirit was too sweet, which blind fool offended the fourth prince. Someone drag him out. The little clam spirit quickly snapped. Who are you? The eunuch sneered. You don't even know our fourth prince. What a country bumpkin. The little clam spirit was shocked. The fourth prince, isn't that Gu Chenjuan's brother? But the fourth prince stepped forward directly. Move aside, why so fierce? Beauty, my residence needs staff. Want to come work for me? I have good stuff. The little clam spirit quickly backed away. Let go of my wrist. Suddenly grabbed. Gu Chenyuan possessively pulled him close. Apologies to fourth brother for the disturbance. Seems my attendant startled you. There's a bonus scene. The little clam spirit was drawn to the fragrant steamed buns at a street stall, his eyes lighting up. Bro, what's this food? It looks so good. It seems to be human steamed buns, and they have shrimp inside, our clam spirit's favorite. He quickly traded the shiny things the crown prince gave him for a few. The crown prince watching from the side thought, so the little thing likes those. Then it's time for Prince Gu to bait the hook with buns and catch little Pearl. He was a little clam spirit knocked up on the run, forced to win over the male lead with kisses and hugs. But before he could win over the male lead's brother set his sights on him. The crown prince possessively shielded him. So many crowd around fourth brother. Why covet this one of mine? What if I just won this attendant? The little clam spirit was terrified inside. Please don't give me to the fourth prince. He's a bad guy who bullies his subordinates' wives. I promise I won't fall asleep on the job anymore. 2 times a day max. Hearing his thoughts, a smile played at the crown prince. It's not that I don't want to part with him, but I heard fourth brother just acquired a beauty, the beloved wife of one of your subordinates. If my attendant goes there, what if the beauty gets jealous? The fourth prince was shocked. How did he know? He'd been so careful. Fourth brother, enjoy your stroll. I'll be going now. The fourth prince signaled to a servant, who picked up a nearby dog bowl and splashed it at the crown prince. The crown prince not only dodged the prime minister's trap, but planted a spy in his residence. He couldn't let him leave today. The little clam spirit was shocked. Isn't the crown prince supposed to be a noble figure among humans? These people didn't respect the crown prince at all. The fourth prince pretended to scold his servant. Elder brother, don't be upset. I've arranged a banquet at the restaurant ahead. Why not go change your clothes there? The fourth prince had been looking for evidence of Gu Chenyuan's misconduct to get the emperor to depose you. Get the emperor. There's definitely an ambush at that restaurant. Can't go. I still have state affairs to handle. Prince wouldn't let him off so easily. This official just received news that the Marquis's old injuries flared up in prison. The imperial clan court is no place for humans. The once mighty Marquis is now worse off than a beggar. The crown prince's face changed drastically. This trip was to see the Marquis. The crown prince's uncle, Marquis Wang, fought the enemy nation for years. 3 years ago he repelled the northern power, bringing the current peace. After that final battle, but in that final battle, he was framed for treason. All his past achievements were erased. Ynir's injuries flared and he died in prison. The crown prince became even more twisted. The crown prince heard every word of their conversation. He had to save uncle. The fourth prince looked smug. He would make the crown prince's reputation completely ruined today and lose all public support. Inside the restaurant, the crown prince dragged the little clam spirit to the changing room without explanation. I know you can transform into a woman, like you did last time. If you don't do it, I'll give you to the fourth prince. He didn't want to be caught by that crazy but the transformation pill cost 200 points. He only has 100 points. Little Pearl reminds him. Perfect timing, mother. Take this chance. Get closer to the crown prince. Boost the romance meter. You need to tease him. The crown prince raises. The little clam spirit has no time to. The crown prince leans in. The people watching them catch up. The little clam spirit curses this annoying man. After all this effort, the romance meter hasn't budged. Your Highness, these are the finest servers in the house. They say wine they pour tastes sweeter than usual. The crown praises. Pour me a drink. The minister is thrilled. Serve his highness well. Smells amazing. So this is human wine. The crown prince pours and calls. Wang-sung, I'll let you have it. But you have to drink every last drop. Gu Chenjuan seems different than usual. Is he actually drunk? But for those points, it's worth it. Soon the little clam spirit is parched from the burning. The minister smirks smugly. This wine is excellent. Truth is I have too few people I can trust. Handling state affairs is tough. If fourth brother would help share the burden. The minister is shocked. The crown prince has changed his way. He's willing to step aside. What incredible news. I hope Minister Chen can look after the marquis too. I'll show my full gratitude in return. Of course, I'll make sure my people understand. We'll get the best physician for the marquis. Now I can report back to the fourth prince. To complete his mission, he disguised himself as a woman to seduce the meta. But the mission failed, and now he's in deep. Watching the crown prince get into character, the fourth prince's two men are pleased to accept. As long as the crown prince misses morning court tomorrow, his reputation as a degenerate will stick. His highness is drunk. Take him upstairs to rest and attend to him. The little clan spirit mutters to himself. What are these humans plotting now? But the crown prince shows no sign. The crown prince feigning drunkenness, sneezing. These people always use the same old tricks. Stay close to me. The little clam spirit. Your highness, you're not drunk. These petty tricks can't fool me. If not for uncle, I wouldn't have stayed this long. Now he believes I'm surrendering. There's no reason to stay. The little clam spirit admires how clever Guqing. Pearl's panicked voice rings out. Mother, this is bad. The transformation pill only has a little time left. The little clam spirit panics. Why didn't you say so early? I can't find anywhere private to change back now. Well, I was focused on helping you earn points. I forgot about this. How about convincing the crown prince to stay the night? No way. The minister definitely has some scheme. I can't drag Gu Chenjun into this. Gu Chengjian raises an eyebrow. This little thing usually looks out for himself. But when it counts, he's actually loyal. The crown prince suddenly sweeps him up. He kicks the door open. I'm resting here tonight. Everyone out. The moment the door closes, the little clam spirit changes back. Your highness, can we leave now? The crown prince quickly stops him. Someone's listening at the door. Be loud. The little clam spirit freezes. Pearl gets excited. Here we go. Time to earn points. Mother, remember the lesson I taught you. Just kissing doesn't even have points. The little clam spirit only half understands. The crown prince's interest grows. Bold ideas for such a little thing. Let's see what you can do. The guard outside smirks smugly. Looks like the crown prince's reputation is ruined. Post someone to watch. Don't let the crown prince leave now. Until morning court is over. Needs more practice. The little clam spirit feels wrong. Oh, don't bully a clam like this. So this is the identity token from the crown prince's stay last night. And that beauty, he's willing to testify for us anytime. When you leave, spread word that the crown prince took advantage of you. Make it scandalous. Little clam spirit fumes. So they want to brand the crown prince as a womanizer. How low. The fourth prince has so many support. Why isn't that enough? His highness has it rough. After today, another mark against him. Seeing him hesitate, you have something to say. The little clam spirit feels bad for the crown prince. This pastry is sweet. Your highness, you haven't eaten. Have some. Watching his clumsy kindness, the crown prince smiles slightly. What a fool. I've never been favored since childhood. I'm used to the gossip. Don't worry about it. Strange. How someone I just met gradually cares about me. I'll take you for the best bean paste buns in the West District. The little clam spirit stares. The crown prince looks amazing when he smiles. That night, the crown prince prepares to break into the ministry, but his men hold him back. Uncle's old injuries. Before I can clear Uncle's name, I can't let him die. But if you break into the ministry like this, it'll only be more dangerous. The little clam spirit timidly speaks up. I have a way. To lower the male lead's darkness love, he has to seduce him with kisses and hugs. But soon he realizes, he's the one who's losing out. Pearl's excited voice echoes in his mind. Congratulations, mother, you've redeemed one invisibility cloak. The crown prince looked at the little clam spirit pressed close to him, his tongue curious. This is your solution. The little clam spirit looks exact. I only had enough points for this one. Just then, a guard shouts suspiciously from outside the dungeon. Who's there? The crown prince reacts fast. He pulls the little clam spirit into his arms. Don't make a sound. The little clam spirit's face burns red. They're too close. He can even hear the crown prince's steady, strong heartbeat. The crown prince's hand rests gently on his waist. He thinks to himself, this little thing's waist is so slim. Better fatten him up. He'll feel better then. The guard looks around. Sees nothing unusual. Waves at his companion. Must have heard wrong. They both breathe a sigh of relief. Their backs damp with sweat. The crown prince looks at the little clam spirit still clinging to him. Teases him with rage. What? Don't want to get down. The little clam spirit snaps back to reality. Scrambles out of his embrace. Stammers defensively. No, I don't. He turns and crouches on the ground. Mutters at two scurrying rats in the corner. Whispers softly, like he's talking to them. So, the two rats scurry toward the depths of the dungeon. The little clam spirit jumps up and tells the crown prince, Your highness, I found where the marquis is being held. The crown prince's eyes gleam with interest. This little thing can talk to animals. What a pleasant surprise. Following the rat's lead, they soon arrive at a foul, smelling cell. Your highness, it's this one. The stench is unbearable. They both frown. The little clam spirit moves forward to check, but the crown prince covers his mouth. At the same time, a rough voice barks from inside the cell. Old man, why won't you eat? I'm talking to you. Why are you playing mute? Peering through the gap in the door, the once mighty general now lies battered and curled up on straw. A tiger fallen to the plains bullied by dogs. The crown prince clenches his fist, his eyes full of rage. I'll kill him. The little clam spirit grabs him tight. Your highness, don't be rash. Now's not the time. He calls out to little Pearl in his mind. I need a transformation pill. Little Pearl replies apologetically. The transformation pill's price went up. You don't have enough points. The little clam spirit grumbles internal. This is a total scam system. With no choice, he turns to the crown prince, eyes a bit embarrassed. The crown prince quickly understands, leans in closer. Moments later, little Pearl's voice rings again. Congratulations, mother. You've redeemed one transformation pill. The little clam spirit tries to pull back. but the crown prince holds the back of his neck. Not until the little clam spirit's eyes brim with tears. Though the crown prince finally let him. He immediately takes the transformation, transforms into that official he saw before, swaggers up to the jailer. Buck sternly, I told you to take care of the marquis. This is how you take care of him. The jailer drops to his knees in terror. Sir, please spare me. The little clam spirit slaps the jailer across the face. Leave the keys and get out. The jailer scrambles away. The little clam spirit picks up the keys and opens the sack. Marquis, are you alright? The old general shoves him away. The prime minister's like, you won't use me to hurt, you are. The crown prince removes the invisibility cloak. Uncle, he's one of mine, not the prime minister's, man. The little clam spirit also drops his disguise, returns to his original. The old general stares at the crown prince in shock, completely stunned. Your highness, what are you doing here? I came to rescue you. The crown prince crouches down to help him up. The old general waves him off. If his majesty finds out you broke into the dungeon, the consequences will be dire. Your highness, please go. I won't be your burden. The crown prince's eyes redden. His voice chokes slightly. You're not my burden. The little clam spirit chimes in. Marquis, you don't know how hard the crown prince has been working on you. He's been trying everything these past days. Please don't give up hope. Uncle, don't give up so easily. It's not just me. The people you once protected. They're all hoping your name will be cleared someday. The old general looks at their determined eyes. His own eyes moist. Your highness is right. I shouldn't give up so easily. The little clam spirit breathes a sigh of relief. The system alerts. Host's darkness level decreased by 3%. The crown prince immediately. Uncle, do you remember what happened at the Battle of Mu City? Why did they tell me you colluded with the Shangmu before the battle ended? The old general recalls the past. His eyes grow heavy. I was stationed at Mu City, waiting for the court's recall order. Then I received an edict supposedly from you, ordering me to open the gates for reinforcement. I didn't think twice and opened the gates. But outside wasn't reinforcements. It was a group of fake Shangnu using dark magic. They pillaged and burned the city soon after they left. The prime minister arrived with his troops, said I colluded with foreigners and the Shangnu, said I used dark magic with them to harm civilians. I had no chance to defend myself. I was charged with treason. Sure enough, the crown prince slams his fist on the ground. They planned this all along. Just to frame Uncle. Uncle, do you remember any distinguishing features of those fake Shangnu? The old general thinks hard. Draws a complex pattern on the ground. I only remember those men had this pattern embroidered on their clothes. Little Pearl's voice suddenly rings in the little clam spirit's mind. Mother, I've seen this pattern before. It's the black market owner's symbol. Humans are forbidden from using dark magic, except in that chaotic, lawless black market. No one else would dare be so brazen. Whoever framed the marquis must be in the black market. The two immediately head to the black market. Guards stop them at the entrance. Show your entry token, or you can't enter. The crown prince pulls out a pouch of gold and slams it in front of the guard. The guard beams. Plenty, plenty. Sure, I'll take you fine guests to see the boss right away. The boss is a fat middle-aged man. Seeing their fine clothes, he puts on a fawning smile. In my black market, if you have money, you can buy anything. What would you two like? The crown prince sits in a chair, raises an eyebrow. Really anything. The fat boss pats his chest confidently. Of course, as long as you can pay, I can get it for you. I want to buy someone's life. Wonder if you'll sell. The crown prince's tone turns cold, his eyes full of killing. This man is Shangnu but took bribes from the powerful, colluded with the, destroy the loyal minister. How much do you think his life is worth? The fat man is shocked. Kill them! The moment he two assassins wielding blades burst from behind the screen, charging straight at them. The noble crown prince turns into a wolf in the night, climbs onto the little spirit's bed. Seeing the assassins charge at the little spirit, the crown prince quickly shields. The fat man sees things going south and tries to flee. The crown prince swiftly defeats the assassin, chases after the fat boss. A blade flashes. The fat man's arm gets slapped. The tattoo hidden under his sleeve was suddenly exposed. The crown prince's eyes locked onto that tattoo. It's you, no mistake. Who ordered you to frame the marquis back then? The fat boss looked terrified. How do you know about this? Who are you? Talk now or I'll rip off your limbs and throw you to the wolves. The fat man was scared out of his wits. I'll talk. Just promise you won't say I rat. It was the court of judicial review. Before he could finish, the poison inside him suddenly activated. He collapsed on the ground, convulsing. A surge of demon energy shot straight toward the crown prince. The little spirit didn't think twice and blocked the crown prince. The crown prince panicked, quickly pulling him into his arms and throwing out a talisman. His heart was in turmoil. How can there be demon energy? Is the mastermind not only a traitor but also colluding with demons? Your highness, what should we do with this man? Lock down the tavern. Take him back to the eastern palace. Afterward, the little spirit knelt pitifully before the crown prince. The crown prince is so scary, but the crown prince's face darkened. Shen Xingmian, if you can't fight, don't play hero. Lucky it only tore your clothes this time. What if you've been poisoned? You have no spiritual roots. You can only practice ordinary techniques. You can't handle this. I don't need you to save me. Just take care of yourself. The little spirit's eyes turned red, head hanging low in grievance. Sunju watched with a heavy heart. Dad's temper is so weird. Mom saved him, but he punished Mom by making her sweep the courtyard. The crown prince's weird temper isn't new. Whatever happens, I hope Uncle the crown prince survives. Maybe from the shock and scolding during the day. The little spirit dozed off while sitting. A large hand gently cradled his head, looking at his sweet sleeping face. Who are you really? What are you after by staying with me? The little spirit slept deeply, only feeling the pillow was warm and springy. The crown prince shook his head helplessly, fingers brushing his cheek. Such a careless little thing. Whatever. One day I'll uncover your true purpose. He carefully carried the little spirit back to his room. As he turned to leave, his sleeve was grabbed tight. The crown prince raised an eyebrow. You like it that much? The little spirit hummed softly with eyes closed. Like it? The crown prince couldn't help but smile. So bold. This sleeping position is ugly. No sense of dignity. You're my page. Don't go risking your life like that again. Otherwise, even if you go to the underworld, I'll become a vengeful ghost and haunt you for lifetimes. In his sleep, the little spirit felt a sting on his cheek. He frowned groggily. Why does this pillow bite him? The next morning, when it was time for court, the little spirit helped the crown prince dress, while cursing him internally. That old pervert. This morning his lips were swollen like a peach when he looked in the mirror. No need to guess who did it. The crown prince heard his thoughts. You're bad-mouthing me. The little spirit's heart tightened. He sometimes really wondered if the crown prince could read minds. Watching the crown prince's retreating figure, whether uncle's wrongful case can be overturned depends on today. In the court, the emperor sat on the dragon throne, his voice weak. The little spirit studied the emperor curiously. This human emperor looks so sickly. Why doesn't he practice magic like the crown prince to strengthen his body? Jinju explained in his mind. The emperor's life is at its end. Human cultivation techniques can't extend lifespan. So now most state affairs are handled by the prime minister as regent. The little spirit couldn't help but grumble. What a deadbeat dad. He has the crown prince but doesn't use him. He hands regent power to an outsider instead. Father, I have a memorial. It concerns the Marquis's treason case from years ago. The crown prince stepped forward, his voice ringing clear. As soon as he spoke, an old minister stepped out. Your Majesty, since the crown prince dares raise this case, he must have found new evidence. Let the crown prince speak so everyone can understand. The crown prince was secretly puzzled. This old fox usually targets me. Why the sudden change today? I found the barbarian who framed my uncle. He personally admitted. All his testimony back then was false, made under someone's orders to frame my uncle. What? The court erupted. Wasn't that barbarian executed years ago? How is he alive? He wasn't executed. The prime minister secretly saved him. He hid him in the black market to do underground deals to the prime the But the Marquis's treason case was a conspiracy between someone and the barbarians, including the chief of the court of judicial review. The chief shouted back immediately. Crown Prince, don't talk nonsense. It's just one barbarian's word. How can that count? Do you have proof? But he felt confident inside. That barbarian had a demon curse on. If he dared tell the truth, he'd die on the spot. But the crown prince remained calm. Of course I have proof. The barbarian is outside the court awaiting summons. If your majesty permits, he can come testify. Next episode, the new husband appears. Before the crown prince can win over this clueless little spirit, the second husband shows up. With the little spirit's help, the crown prince successfully cleared his uncle's name. Right now, the barbarian pointed at the chief. Your majesty, he's the one who made me frame the marquis. The fake seal for the marquis was also his work. The chief looked panicked. What nonsense. I don't even know you. You despicable villain. You even put a demon curse on me. Now you're pretending not to know me. Everyone was shocked. The human emperor's ancestors made a rule. Anyone who practices demon arts will their entire clan execute. Yet the crown prince could break this demon. I thought the crown prince was once saved by an immortal. Years ago he got lost in the back mountain forest. Just as he was about to stop, he saw a stone statue. The statue quickly transformed into a handsome immortal. You and I are fated today, and you're that person's descendant. I'll save you. This person is the little spirit's second husband. Minister Shangguan, anything else to say? The chief refused to admit it. What about the letters exchanged with the barbarians? Prime Minister and Deputy Chief, take a good look. Whose demon energy is on them? The proud fox was instantly furious. Looks like the crown prince has uncovered quite a bit behind the scenes. The chief quickly brought up the crown prince's visits to the pleasure house, trying to turn things around. But that pleasure house turned out not to exist. The chief immediately realized he'd been set up. The prime minister, that old fox, directly pushed all the blame onto the chief. The old emperor was furious and cleared the general's name on the spot. The little spirit cheered, taking down one of the fourth prince's major supporters. They probably won't have time to trouble the crown prince for a while. He finally completely changed the Marquis's fate. The crown prince won't be alone anymore. Once the Marquis regains military power and helps the crown prince ascend the throne, mission complete is just around the corner. When that time comes, will he also have to? The crown prince was surprised. Also have to what? The little spirit jumped. Just then, the general looked at the two. Uncle, this is Shen Xingmian, whom you met in prison. He's also my page. The general's eyes were sharp. Cheng Yuan, are you and this Master Shen living together? What about Miss Lu? The clueless little spirit wondered. Why is the Marquis looking at him so strangely? Oh no, what if he finds out about you and the Crown Prince and throws you out of the Eastern Palace? The Crown Prince was about to. Uncle understands. Though you're a man, you're handsome with a clean face. Very appealing. Uncle gets it. I support you. Knowing it was a misunderstanding, the Crown Prince released from prison. Your little page helped a lot too. You should reward him properly. The little spirit's eyes lit up at the word reward. Uncle is such a good person. The Crown Prince rubbed his forehead helplessly. To sneak a bun. The little spirit got himself in trouble again. Turns out the Prime Minister also has a backer. This person is full of demon arts. The Prime Minister was shaking with fear. I'm giving you one last chance. Contact the demons. This time don't hold back with the Crown Prince. The Prime Minister's eyes flashed with cruelty. Looks like I have to activate Shen Xingnian's demon curse. The demon realm inside the Nanyin Palace. This person is the demon King Lanyan. My lord, the human Prime Minister wants us to eliminate someone. After it's done, they'll offer sending boys and girls. Mere human ants. I could crush them with one hand. What right do they have to deal with me? If you bother me with this again, I'll throw you into the bone pool and refine you into blood. The little demon shrank back in fear and turned to leave. A familiar aura came through. The demon king's eyes shot open. Wait, after hundreds of years, it's finally appeared again. This aura belonged to the goddess Qiang Tangxi. His eyes were full of joy. Looks like it's time to go out. The human matter, you handle it yourselves. In the demon realm's forbidden area, the cold spring cave, the soul nurturing lamp was slowly releasing a gentle aura. This aura is right. It's you. Will you still remember me? I'm your Ash Yan. My Nanyin technique is almost complete. In this life, within the 3 realms, anyone who dares harm a hair on your head, Ah Yan will turn them into corpses for you to command. How's that? At the Crown Prince's palace. Mom, today is the Mid-Autumn Festival. The Crown Prince has to attend the palace banquet before coming back. The little spirit had zero resistance to food. Before Gu Chenjuan gets back, I'll just sneak one. Mom, no sneaking. The general nearby chuckled. Master Shen is so lively and clever, a perfect match for Chen Yan. As they tugged back and forth, the little spirit lost his foot, but the returning crown prince caught him firmly. You can even trip while sneaking food. Shen Xingnian, are you an idiot? You're the idiot. Your Highness, let me go. But Gu Chenyuan suddenly leaned close to the little spirit. His eyes widened. Whatever. For the points. He'd endure it. The little spirit's third husband finally appeared. Too bad the crown prince didn't get to claim this clueless little spirit before the demon king snatched him away. Watching Mom's points skyrocket, she was thrilled. Yet the general nearby quickly cleared his throat. Your Highness, maybe I should head home for dinner tonight. Won't disturb you too. Couldn't hold back for a moment. The crown prince thought, the last mid-autumn festival I spent with uncle was when I was young. After all these years we're finally reunited. I should drink with uncle. The little spirit had zero resistance to food. This thing called mooncake that the crown prince brought from the palace is so delicious. Crab brother, you smell just as good as the mooncake. The crown prince couldn't bear to watch him eat. The little spirit's face instantly flushed. Mom, your heart is racing. Could you be falling for him? The little spirit quickly denied it. Impossible, impossible. I'm a clown. Clams and two-legged creatures never end well together. A surge of demon energy arrived. The general roared. Show yourself, you coward. But that fierce demon energy sent the general flying. Pathetic. How could a mere human be my match? As soon as he spoke, the demon king revealed his true form. The little spirit was shocked. This demon's power is formidable. Gu Chenjuan is no match for him. But didn't notice the sneaky figure behind him. The little spirit turned to Mingzhu. What do we do? Suddenly felt so cold. Mingzhu panicked. Mom, your vital signs are dropping. The crown prince turned and saw the little spirit collapse. He panicked. Shen Xingmia. When the little spirit woke up again, he saw this familiar deja vu. Poor little spirit hadn't even won over the crown prince yet, before his third husband abducted him. Why does this feel so familiar? The crown prince panicked seeing the little spirit collapse. Shen Xingmian, why is your body so cold? Mingshu, what's wrong? It's him. That prime minister father must have put a curse on the original hostess body. Now the toxicity is activated. This isn't an ordinary demon curse. I can't break it either. The little spirit was very worried. Then what do we do? The crown prince is still facing that powerful demon alone. Zhenju quickly comforted her. Don't worry. That demon is another dad, one of mom's conquest targets. If he saves you, you'll be fine. Thousands of years ago, the world was harmonious and peaceful. After the catastrophe struck, the goddess sacrificed herself to save the world. After that, the world became chaotic. After the goddess died, the white snake cultivated the 9-yin technique. He voluntarily fell from divinity and became the new demon king. His body now immortal. This demon king is the little white snake the goddess kept in life. But in this life, he'll suffer backlash from his technique. Attacked by the demon realm, he'll die from cultivation deviation. This demon king is also devoted. He knew the 9-yin technique would